The sun setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. Well, with the season right near the halfway point, what better time to check in and see what rookies have helped their teams the most and how they stack up in the rookie race as they all vie for Rookie of the Year. You look at Jay. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season. He's sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I'll tell you, it's one of the brightest starts to a career that I can remember. He's certainly well positioned for that award.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Russell Westbrook out there with Gordon. And it's Charles in at the 3, the small forward. Looking at the schedule, doors about halfway through the season, some teams that started out very hot and were winning like crazy have now come back to earth. They've cooled a bit. They've leveled out.
I think inevitably over the course of an 82-game season, NBA players will tell you there are always ups and downs and waves of success and then the tough moments. And the best teams seem to be able to weather all of that. Not get too high when they're playing well, not get too low if they're in the middle of a slump.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Out to the right wing. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, how about the elevation on that shot, Kevin? Russell Westbrook training these and making it look easy.
Brunson up top. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Doncic. Rebounded by Charles. Westbrook surveying the D. And here's Gordon from outside. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dallas again turning it over. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
Here's Doncic after Clint Capella's bucket. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Here's Pirtle. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, out of bounds, Houston takes possession. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Westbrook dishes to Che. Westbrook kicks to Che. Takes the 3. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Che. And it's 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. To
the wing right side. Brunson with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Here's Jay following the score by Dallas. The kick out to Westbrook. Five on the clock. Back to Jay. Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Jay. Kept alive by Houston. Some nice passing there by Houston. Tucker finds Gordon. Jay outside. A three-pointer, no good. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Hardaway. Westbrook with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. Doncic with the steal. Here's Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Well, you can see Tim Hardaway is in his element right now. This guy, a solid transition player. He knows where to get to.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Jay. Hardaway, no good.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
They get it back. Poeltl, and the dunk by Poeltl.
Well, Kev, this team loves it when Poeltl can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Now, here's Tucker. Passes it to Gordon. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gordon's got 6 points.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Brunson, good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Gordon. He had 10 points in the win against Portland. With some arc, and he sinks the layup. 8 points for him. Mavericks trail by 7. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. Up top, Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper body strength, completes the play. Nicely done.
So for the Rockets, Jonas Jerebko's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Gerald Green in for Gordon. And then for Dallas, Dwight Powell's checked in for Poeltl. Curry comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Mavericks. 8-point game. Doncic outside. Softly drops in the floater.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Here's Jay. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Right against Westbrook. Pass to Doncic. The 17-footer. That one doesn't drop. The Rockets go the other way with it. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment.
Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Charles in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He tallied 50 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Austin Rivers. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
Westbrook passes to Shea. Dishes to Tucker. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And Gordon over to help. And Wright kicks to Porzingis. Now here's Brunson. Or by Shea. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 7.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Lob pass to Capella. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. And with Porzingis, as Doris, you mentioned, that energy he has is contagious.
Well, he is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? Porzingis can run the floor in transition. He can face up and shoot with range. He can put it on the deck, and he can play out of the post. What more could you ask?
Well, sure, some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling.
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards, guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
Tucker dishes to Shea. Houston moving it around. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Off target from 3-point range. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Charles. The teardrop falls in. Shea's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets.
Boy, it takes hard to make that kind of play. Shea is going at it on the offensive end.
Now the pass to Brunson. Westbrook pulls it in. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Oh!
Well, go ahead with the sauce on that, Shea. Nicely done.
Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Passes to Purdy. Porzingis with the ball. Pass to Wright. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Hardaway. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
And you take a look at Westbrook. He has a huge vote total right now, number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Well, always interesting to check out the first-year stars of the NBA, and on that list are the rookies who have been almost automatic from the field this past month. Shea, number 1.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Hardaway.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Shea.
And you can see how much his playmaking has improved in the past month. He's a different passer than he had been in the earlier part of the season. I'm sure his teammates love playing with him at the moment.
And here's Houston. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Gordon. The drive by Shea. And Poeltl sends it back.
Active defense from Jakob Poeltl. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him. You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Shea outside. And the shot goes in. Shea's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's Wright. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Houston leading by 7. On the wing, Gordon. To the paint. Here's Tucker. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
That's what you call an intimidating finish. Tucker's explosive leaping ability on full display, guys.
Wright against Gordon. Wright finds Hardaway. No good on the triple. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And the dunk by Capella.
You know, you get the sense this guy, the 4 years of college ball help. He plays at his pace, and he does it with such calm.
Brunson the pass to Poeltl. Wright outside. Yep, that one goes in there. Wright's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint. When you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Shea. Shea's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Dallas calls timeout.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
For the Rockets, Danny Roth. One second left. He's off on that one. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll return. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. While you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Dallas. On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. Poeltl is out there with Porzingis. And it's Brunson in at the point guard. And a wide open look for Shea. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Shea's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets. The Mavericks shooting 43% for the game. Now Brunson. And the foul called on Shea. That's foul number 2 for him. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dallas. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Dallas again missing.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Yep, that one goes.
It is a must to score against quality defense in the NBA. Shea has learned to make tough shots.
Doncic outside. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Doncic has got 13 points.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Knocks it loose. The kick out to Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. Shea dishes to Tucker. 6 to shoot. Here's Charles. And he banks in the layup. Shea's got 19 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Porzingis finds Doncic. Capella against Poeltl. Outside, Porzingis trains the three-pointer. He has 5.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
And Doris, given how much of last season he missed and how early he came into the league, Porzingis a lot younger than people think.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. Think about it. He becomes an all-star at the age of 22 and already one of the more recognizable faces in the league. It is truly scary to think that in a few years, KP could be miles better than where he is today.
And Capella sends it back.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Poeltl, and the dunk by Poeltl.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
And it's good for 2. That's 23 points for Shea.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
There's the double team with Westbrook. Poeltl inside. Capella covering. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Count it. Good. 10 points for Eric Gordon.
If you leave someone open around Russell Westbrook, he knows it's his responsibility to find the open guy.
Dallas calls timeout. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Kev.
Mavericks trailed by 19. Brunson kicks to Poeltl. Outside Hardaway. Now here's Doncic. Covered by Shea. Looking to end the run. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pirtle. That one no good. Good work defensively by Capella.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Doncic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Shea.
But Luka Doncic right now cooking. This guy's got his rhythm, and he's making it hard on the defense.
Houston making a switch here. Murray's checked in. That free throw good from Doncic. And you look at Luka Doncic, 6'7", about 220 doors. Is he a point guard? A point forward? I mean, where's he fit?
Well, I think in today's modern NBA, where we talk about positionless basketball, he's the perfect fit regardless of where you put him. He can defend wings, he can defend forwards, and offensively, you want him to be in command of the basketball.
Mavericks trail by 18. Good work defensively by Capella.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
13 feet away. And the dunk by Capella.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Brunson, good.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Houston moving the ball around. Shea kicks to Capella. Here's Shea now. Plenty of space. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Dallas calls timeout.
You know, you think back to the history of players in the NBA and who can match up to the intensity of Russell Westbrook. This guy goes full speed, 100% every second he's on the floor, and regardless of how you rate Westbrook, you have got to admire what he brings nightly.
Houston making some changes. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Murray. Green comes in for McLemore, and it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Perk. Seth Curry comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Houston leading by 17. And Doris with Westbrook. That competitive fight, an edge he plays with, can rub some opponents the wrong way.
It can, Kevin, and to be honest, Russell Westbrook probably wants it exactly that way. He's beloved by so many retired players because to them he brings that old school NBA mentality.
And Capella sends it back.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
On deep, Shea tries yet again. Capella missed it, even after all those chances. Curry with it. Now Green defending. Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Here's Charles. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
Shea passes to Rivers. Kicks it out to Shea. The 15-footer up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Rockets lead by 21.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
And yes, it's good. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And the basket by Curry.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Houston leading by 17. Here's Jay. And he can't bank that one in. Dallas has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Curry dishes to Doncic. And another basket for Dallas.
Well, you have got to take this shot away from Luka Doncic. He's too good to be given the mid-range look.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And here are the Mavericks now. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. It's been all about Shea for the Houston Rockets. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. Right back after this break. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle.
Way to fight, guys. Way to fight. That's all it is. That's all it is. Way to get on the floor. Way to go, guys.
Well, you can see, Greg, he sees the fighting spirit in his team right now.
Yeah, they're playing with energy and purpose. Coach sounds very pleased.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Shea. And it's House in at the 4. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Shea outside. It's good. Shea's got 33.
Well, credit Shea's focus, right? He gets hit on the play, no whistle. Some guys would have stopped to complain.
Now, here's Doncic. To the middle. Here's Powell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Russell Westbrook comes in for Austin Rivers. Then for the Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for DeLon Wright. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Curry. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Mavericks making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The Rockets again can't hit. Mavericks trail by 15. Doncic outside. The pass to Brunson. Drops in the layup for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
To the inside, Tucker. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. That one falls for Brunson.
What a college career for Jalen Brunson. 2 championships and a Wooden Award. This is one of the most decorated players in college basketball history. Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Here's Pirtle. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The shot by Westbrook. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Brunson, the College Player of the Year back in 2018, fell to the second round. Doris, when you look at that time, why did he fall?
I think it had everything to do with the fact that he's not an elite athlete by NBA standards. But we know unequivocally Jalen Brunson is a winner. His father played a decade in the NBA. This young man has been around the game since his formative years, and you can see it in his game.
Outside, Porzingis passes it to Doncic. And he's good on the 3-ball. Doncic has got 30.
Well, the Slovenian delivers from deep. Luka Doncic lets his outside shooting set up the rest of his well-rounded offensive game.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Mavericks with the rebound.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
A second chance effort. Shea, no good. Here's Capella. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Capella's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Pass to Porzingis. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doncic. Offensive rebound. Rockets leading by 9. Shea, no good. Back to Hardaway. From about 16. Tries again. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And that one misses.
So how cool is it, Kev, that Jakob Poeltl makes NBA history as the first ever Austrian-born player in the league? Doesn't matter what else he does in his career, he'll always have that distinction. That's cool.
Here's Doncic. Sinks that one from the post. And now it's only a 5-point Rocket lead.
What a huge boost he's giving them here. 4 or 5 in this fourth quarter has come up big.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Shea. On the wing, Shea. Capella, the pass to Shea. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Snatched up. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Houston leading by 3. Shea passes to Tucker. Porzingis with the block. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Mavericks trail by 5. Doncic finds Brunson. Right wing. Right side, Porzingis. And the pass to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. That one a little long.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And Jay gets it to go.
Well, getting buckets on the drive, such a valuable skill. Shea, that will open up his perimeter game.
Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Two points. That one goes.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And that's another three. And it really, if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Pirtle dishes to Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. That's 10 points for Porzingis.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Pass to Doncic. Over Jay. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Doncic.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
A pivotal bucket, and Jay seeking the basketball late.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic kicks to Pirtle. Bounce pass, Porzingis. Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Doncic, no good.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Here's Charles. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Shea's got 43 points.
But Shea does not let the defender impede his progress. Ignores the contact and finishes.
And the foul called on Shea. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Brunson the pass to Pirtle. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 1:51 left in the game. Here's Porzingis. Almost, but it rolls out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Porzingis has got 7 points here in this quarter. And here's Westbrook. Releases. They get the rebound. And it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Rockets lead by 9.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Doncic with it. Westbrook picks him up. Porzingis to 2. It's rebounded by Houston.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Charles. It's rebounded by Doncic.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is, he could be an all-star. Unbelievable.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Lee kicks to Finney-Smith. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. So we see Houston taking the W here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really